What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay. Welcome to my channel where we talk about leveling up, getting to the next level in life, and being successful and happy. Okay, inside and outside. We love that. However, something that's been on my mind recently is this idea that I like to call collapsing your manifestations. So it's like taking the things that you're manifesting and putting them all together. One of the easiest ways I can describe this phenomenon is understanding love and romance. I haven't been particularly keen right now, like in my life, in this phase of my life of manifesting love. My mind is way more focused on like success and finances and money right now, and really like having that sense of security. And I just, I've been sprinkling a little bit of like, oh, I would love to attract like a romance into my life. Just a little sprinkle of it, right? A lot of people ask me like, you talk all this stuff about spirituality, goddess, where's your love life? What's your love life looking like? What's your bae looking like? I don't see you having a bae. And I'm like, if I wanted one, I would be in alignment with one and I would have one. And obviously it's just not the time right now for me. But if I feel like if I really desired to have like a soulmate relationship, I would have it. But right now I'm dating. Like, right now I'm exploring and dating and flirting and just enjoying that energy. But from what I've learned from that perspective is this idea of collapsing your manifestations. So what I've been realizing is as soon as I begin to raise my energy and frequency, and I've been activating my magnetism, like I've been doing the practices that I share with y'all in my course, Psychic Secrets of Seduction, to really radiate that energy of just attraction and magnetism on an energetic level, and not just how you look, but on an energetic level. I've been tapping into that energy. So I've been pulling in like an extra amount of attention from the opposite sex because that's what I happen to be into. And also people in general just been like hitting your girl up like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know you was like lesbian. I didn't know that. But just like a lot of men have been like, really coming towards me. So I used to do this thing where I would write down exactly what I was looking for in a partner. Like if I could have anything I wanted in a partner and there was no limitations, there was no blockages, like if I wrote down exactly what I wanted, I wrote that all down on a piece of paper. And what's been happening in my life is I've been attracting different men with the different characteristics of what I was looking for out of one person. Now you can see this in a lot of different perspectives. I've been seeing it from the perspective of romances and dating, but you can also see this with money and finances as well. If you want to like attract a certain lifestyle that you're living, like maybe it's a luxurious lifestyle, you'll start seeing that luxurious lifestyle happen in different areas of your life, like maybe with the house you're living, or maybe you start being able to go on vacations and you start doing all these things. But it's not the whole lifestyle. It's just certain aspects of your reality. If that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. I've been introducing this idea of collapsing your manifestations, collapsing it all together into one thing, into one reality, into one circumstance, into one person. I've really been understanding that the way that we can collapse our manifestations, which really means having it all. I know there's like this attack right now on this belief that you can't have it all, especially for women. I've been hearing a lot of men say to women like, you can't have it all, you can't have it all, you can't have your cake and eat it too, you can't do this, you can't do that. All this like limitation talk and stuff like that, which is complete BS, because we are the co-creators of our reality. That is the underlying thing that's happening when we can't seem to collapse our manifestations. It's kind of like the idea, which I'm going to make a video about this too, where I've been seeing people, there's like this idea that the person that you have the best, sex with is not the person that you marry. And a part of me is like, why not? Like, why can't you have a person who you have an amazing chemistry with, who is, let's say you care about providing, who's a provider and is super artistic and has a great personality? Why not? Because when it comes to manifestation, this is about being the perfect match to that in which you seek. That, like when I talk about my book of Psychic Seduction, it's about learning how to be attracted to the thing that you're seeking. And if you're attractive to the thing that you're seeking, energetically speaking, you're on the same frequency and wavelength as that thing, nothing nothing is stopping that thing from coming towards you. So really the underlying thing that's stopping you from having it all in one space is believing fully in your subconscious mind, in your heart, in the back of your head, in the deep sea within inside yourself, that you actually are worthy of having it all. I've seen this pattern personally in my life, and it's been highlighted specifically when it comes to relationships. Previously, when I was dating individuals, I would have an amazing experience where I would date this guy who was super powerful, was super successful, super rich and everything, but then they were just a cheater. Let's just be real. They were a cheater. Or something else about them wasn't right. And then the next relationship I would have somebody who totally loves me and is super loyal to me and just loves me so deeply and everything, but then they wouldn't be powerful. But then they wouldn't be rich. But then they wouldn't be successful. And then I felt like I want to be taken on dates, but I couldn't be taken on dates. So then I'm like, hold on a second. Why can't I collapse this energy? Why can't I collapse my desires? And then I realized the reason why I cannot collapse my desires is because I don't believe I'm worthy of it. I realized that I didn't think I was actually worthy of the guy that was super attractive, successful, and handsome, and also was super loyal to me and super spiritual and amazing. I realized that I didn't 100% believe that. So why would I ever start attracting that into my life? If I feel like I'm not worthy of it, where is it gonna come from? I'm not gonna be an energetic match to the thing. So the key is learning how to raise your frequency and to raise your self-esteem and to boost your attraction power, right? So really integrating the divine masculine and the divine feminine within you. We talk about that in my course, Psychic Secrets of Seduction. It's too much to get into right here. But it's this understanding of understanding you're worthy, and you're worthy of having the thing that you want. If your conscious mind wants something, but your subconscious mind doesn't believe that you can have it, you're not gonna ever be a match to that of which you seek. So the key is learning how to become worthy, learning how to feel worthy of the thing that you want. And naturally, that's how you can, quote unquote, have it all. So you don't want to listen to the BS of, people who want you to continue to live in a state of limitation, who are obsessed with the idea of women continuing to lower their standards because men or people or whatever have been failing to raise up their own, value and worth. You have to get outside of that perspective and step back into the perspective of the queen and understand that the things that you want will always mirror back to you if you feel like you are worthy of them. So, Ashe, thank you so much for your order. You see money. Okay, confirmation. So if you want to live the life where, you're living the life of the 1%, whether how most people will say, yeah, it's impossible to become rich. There's only 1% of people that become rich, X, Y, and Z. So it's impossible. That's because 1% of people gonna be the 1% of people because they think like the 1%. I'm so sorry to say it. Most people are going to be not rich and not successful because they think like the 99. And they accept the 99. And I know it's hard to say and believe because of the things that we've been taught in like society and how we've been programmed, and we all grew up with certain races and religions and backgrounds, and that's because we're not successful. I get it. But the more that you use your limitations as your crutches and as your detriments instead of your benefits, the more you're gonna continue to live a life that you don't like. The key is understanding that your quote unquote limitations are literally the key to freedom and liberation and having the life that you want. Because what I'm realizing is the more that you actually hone in on the things that don't make you perfect or the things that are blocking you and are in your way, the more that you actually own those things and say, because I'm black, that means I'm worthy of being successful. Because I'm a woman, I'm worthy of being successful. Because I am whoever, I am worthy of being successful. Because I have a disability, I'm worthy of being successful. Because I am, a single mom, I'm worthy of attracting love. If you train your brain to think like that, you will have it, and you will quote unquote break the rules. You will literally break the rules of society if you allow yourself to break through your own limitations. So the key to stepping into worthiness is affirming to yourself on a daily basis that you are worthy of whatever it is that you're seeking, and realizing that maybe the reason why you're not attracting exactly what you want is because deep down you don't feel like you're worthy of it. Because as soon as you even shine a little bit of a light onto that and you actually start to see that, that begins the healing process. Because now you become aware that maybe a part of you didn't feel worthy. So now when you start thinking thoughts that are not in alignment for that thing that you're seeking, you're gonna be more likely to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay, comment down below, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Your self-talk. How are you talking to yourself on a daily basis? What are you saying to yourself? Are you always self-deprecating? Are you always like laughing at yourself and making jokes about yourself? Words are spells. Be careful how you talk. And I also have a meditation. Collapsing what you want, visualizing the life that you want. So if it's like a lifestyle, a luxurious lifestyle, visualizing the house, visualizing the car, visualizing the boat, visualizing just the freedom to do what you want, and having those different things and literally imagining them becoming one and taking it in yourself. I know that sounds kind of like sketch, but that's honestly what has worked for me. So I'm actually gonna have a meditation about that down below in the description box if you wanna be guided through a meditation for that, collapsing what it is that you want. It's almost like when you have the lotus position, right? You have the lotus position and you just, it's coming, you have to collapse it. I don't know, that's how I explain it. That's what I want people to be aware of and mindful of. Understanding that you can have it all, and don't let this world tell you that you can't. But it is about the matching game, right? So if you want to be successful, but you have a negative mindset all the time, you're always complaining and you're always saying that things don't go your way, why would success want you? Success is gonna look at you and start running, because that's literally not a match for success. You have to be attractive to the things that you want. If you want an attractive man, but you think you look like ish, you don't actually believe that you're beautiful, why would you attract an attractive man? You're gonna attract average because you believe you're average. It's literally a game of mirrors. People will only see what they believe to be true. Your perspective is everything, right? So you need to start thinking about what would be the perfect match to what I'm trying to have. And then you embody that energy right here, right now. That's literally the secret. That's literally the key. Okay, you can get introduced to this topic with a book I released, Psychic Seduction, The Real True Law of Attraction, and also take a deep, deep dive into this with my course, Psychic Secrets of Seduction. Literally, this is about understanding the laws of the universe and using it to your benefit instead of your detriment, because the law of attraction is always happening. If you want to start actually being a co-creator and having a true impact on your life, you need to collapse your desires, understand that it can be all in one time, one perspective, at one experience. You can have it all in one reality if you believe it to be true. If you have the faith and you take the actions necessary that you feel guided in your heart to do. That's how you get there. That's how you get the success. Collapse the desires, collapse the desires, collapse the desires. You can have it all. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. But I hope that you enjoyed that video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and definitely if you're into this content, we talk all about this on all different directions, all different spaces. This is not your average femininity channel. We dive deep here. This is Goddess Energy 101. So definitely check us out, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. And just if I didn't say a clear definition, collapsing your desires literally means being able to have good things in your life happen at one time, have all the good qualities in one person, and have it just right here and right now. That's what I mean when I say collapse your desires. Collapse them, bring them all together, boom.